Hi guys, it's True here. Welcome to another edition of Sega Saturday. Today, this is Ghouls and Ghosts on the Sega Mega Drive, which was released by Capcom in the arcades in 1988. The Mega Drive version actually got released in 1990 over in Europe. Now this game's notorious for its difficulty. This is the sarcastically named practice mode, which is nails. The professional mode is even more nails than this. It's just ridiculous. I think everybody's probably knows this game. It's I suppose you call it a run and gun game really, because that's at heart what it is. You play as the knight whose name escapes me. Is it Arthur? Yep, it's Arthur. You can survive 2 hits. The first hit gets rid of your armour, and then you run around in nothing but your nappy, or loincloth as it probably actually is, but we'll call it a nappy because it's more amusing. And the second hit kills you, reducing you to a pile of bones. This is a sequel to Ghosts and Goblins, which was equally as difficult as this one. Advancements from Ghosts and Goblins are you can pick up armour, additional armour if you've lost it. You can pick up special armour, which you can see me wearing at the moment. And special armour gives you different powers depending on which weapon you're holding, and you have to hold down the fire button until those dots at the bottom completely fill. I'm not sure what the other power-ups are, but the lance fires that lightning bolt left, right and vertically upwards. I'm quite surprised I'm doing this well. This is my first go of this game for many a year. I might actually get to the first checkpoint. No, stupid mistake, jumped straight up when I should have jumped across. One of the main reasons for its extreme difficulty is the checkpoints are so far apart. There's literally 2 checkpoints per level, I think there is. Actually 1 checkpoint per level, I think. And this is the first checkpoint now, from memory. And I've now got to get to the boss of the level and kill him without dying, otherwise I'm back to this point in the level again. If I died previous to that, I would have been sent right back to the start of the game. Now for those of you who don't know, there's several weapons in the game. You always start off with a lance, which is like medium speed, medium damage weapon. Actually I think it may be higher damage, but it's a slower firing rate. With some replacement armour. The weapon you're always looking for is the dagger, or I think it is a dagger rather than a sword. It's slightly weaker, but its fire rate is very, very fast, and you can pummel things to death quite easily with that. The one everybody wants to avoid is the holy fire. It's absolute garbage. It's more like a grenade, and it's got a very short arc, and it's very difficult to hit anything with it. I mean, pretty much if you pick the damn thing up, which you do on occasion by accident, it's a case of messing around until you get another power up to replace it, because it is absolute garbage. I believe there's a couple of new weapons in Ghouls and Ghosts as well. There's an actual sword, which is a melee sword. Very powerful, but you don't really want to be getting close to the enemies when you only can take 2 hits. The other weapon, I believe, is an axe, which I can't quite remember what that actually does. I'm sure it's definitely in the game though. I'm maybe thinking of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which the Nintendo version added a few things to it. I'm sure somebody else might correct me there. Now, another addition to Ghosts and Goblins was these chests here. Sometimes you do get armour. I don't think you get weapons. You get sorcerer, which can either turn you into a duck, which means you can't fire. You can still move at the same speed. You can't fire. You can't climb ladders. Or you can turn you into an old man, which severely reduces your movement speed and rate of fire. Both are not very good. So it's a case of shoot the chest and just keep pummeling away at the fire button until you've killed the sorcerer, more often than not, because I'll probably use the sorcerer 75% of the time. I think I might get to the boss here. Let's kill the pig. Yep, here we go, here's the boss. It's a giant headless knight. Remember rightly, he just fires, throws fireballs at you, which are quite easily dodged. It gets difficult if he pins you in the corner there, but luckily you can fire off the screen and still plod damage to him. In fact, there he goes. I'm quite amazed I've got this far, actually. As you can see from the world map, I've got absolutely miles to go. There is only 5 levels though. Not really expecting to see more than this level, to be honest with you. You've got horrible bouncing turtle shells and then turtles that come along the bottom of the screen as well. Ah, and there's the holy fire. Right, I don't want that, and I've got no chance of jumping over that, so I'm just going to kill myself. I think what makes the game so hard is that the enemies are just randomly generated, so they never actually do the same thing twice. I mean, the way it may look like this is very similar pattern of enemies, it is completely different. So you've no idea where they're gonna come from, when they're gonna come, or how many is gonna come. It's just a bloody nightmare. As a bit of a sick joke as well, if the game wasn't hard enough, you have to go from levels 1 to 5 first time through, and then you get sent back all the way to level 1 again, and you've got to do level 1 to 5 again. This time, however, there is a special weapon which you can pick up during the levels. If you do get through the levels again, you then go to a 6th and final level, which is just a boss level where you fight Lucifer. I've seen people try and do runs on this, going through there in 1 life and everything, and getting completely screwed up because of the holy fire. Because if you shoot an enemy in front of you with the fire and it's in your way, it'll stay on the screen permanently and won't disappear. So you either got to try and jump over it or die. That's all you can do, and jumping over a weapon is almost impossible, even if you're on a flat surface. Really like to get past this bit. That's just points, that is. Really surprised I haven't seen the dagger. Like I said, that's the weapon you really want. Oh, nearly got me. Alright, here we go, on to the bridge section. Believe it or not, I don't think I've actually hit a checkpoint yet. I don't think if I do die, I go all the way back to the start of the level. I may be wrong there. No, there's very little signposting of what's going to collapse here. I mean that looked like the section next to it was going to collapse, if anything, but no. The slope drags you down to the pit monster there at the bottom, and if you stay on the slope too long, the pit monster will actually climb out and come and get you. You can't actually kill him either, I don't believe. Ah, that was a bit slight. Yep, and there we go. There's an example of the harshness of this game. All that way, and I didn't hit a checkpoint, so I've got to go all the way back again. Oh, and there's the sword. I'll pick that up just to show you what it does. Very powerful. I mean, it kills them in 1 hit, where the lance was taking about 3 or 4 hits to kill each of those turtles there. Still can't kill the bloody bouncing shell ones though. Would have normally not picked that up if I was playing through properly, but for purposes of showing you what the game's got to offer. Let's see if I can do this bit again. If If not, I think I'll call it quits. Oh! He's probably going to start climbing out after me now. I mean, there's no signposting in which you're going to fall down, it's just a case of memory. Oh, I'm dead again. Right, I'm going to leave that there, guys. That was Ghouls and Ghosts on the Sega Mega Drive. Thank you very much for watching.